Hey guys, Lord here, back again with another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Mythic Legion's Necronominus Wave Undead Builder Kit. That said, this of course is brought to us by the fine folks over at Horsemen Studios, and was one of my most anticipated releases from this wave, not only because of the pop and swap potential, but also because we are getting ghosts other than stupid Hagnon, which I have nothing against Hagnon, but we've had two of him, and like no other ghosts, it's nice to have some other ghosts, okay? Can't have grim grinning ghosts if it's all the same freaking guy. I get you can swap heads and stuff, but that only goes so far for this guy behind the camera. But not only do we get ghosts, we get zombies, and boy oh boy, the zombie parts they included in this set are freaking rad. I love them. I'm very happy with them, and I have a bit of a pop and swap to show you when we get to it. So why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all this set has to offer in terms of accessories. Let's just start with the weaponry first. We got like this mini pipe stabby axe thingy. I'm sure that's what it's called. We've got like a club. Beat the snot out of you with that. A scimitar, or a curved sword. This is kind of a rusty colored version. I don't think we have anything like this already. And then we got the chains, because you can't have a ghost without chains. These guys aren't like Don Dock, and they don't go breaking the chains all the time. And that is it for like weaponry type stuff. Now we have all the hands. And boy oh boy, there are a lot of hands, because there's two different color bodies here. The smooth hands are for the ghosts, the more kind of, they feel a little rougher, are for the zombie. But we got these hands, these are grip hands with the inappropriate and just for holding weapons. Yawn. Get double up on them. Get them in the ghosts and the zombie colors. Next, we have these kind of wrenching, grasping, covetous old sinner like Ebenezer Scrooge hands. We get two pairs of them. Those are a little cooler because they are good for zombie poses and ghostly poses. And then we got the wide open hands. Two pairs of them. So that makes, that's three different sets. That's 6, 7, 8 sets of hands. 6 of which are going in a bag. Speaking of stuff that's going in a bag, we got the infamous back adapters for some weird reason. I would have liked another weapon, to be honest with you. I thought these guys came with the Brother Mandibulus Special. They do not. So I would have preferred another weapon as opposed to those back adapter thingies, but it is what it is. That said, we also get the alternate zombie head and ghost head, and for the alternate ghost head, I put the zombie head aside. These are close to the same. I don't think they are. I think this is actually going to be in the Undead head pack with the zombie colors on it, so maybe this head is a little different. Bring that over here. For this alternate ghost head, we have an alternate flame piece, so you can have the jaw open there. It's got a skinnier kind of chin bit there. Or it's supposed to be an open mouth. I don't know. And last, but certainly not least, well, maybe for some of you it is, we have alternate ankle joints. I guess in case the ones you got get loose, but I've opened most of this wave by now. This is the only pack that comes with these. But it is nice to have spares, so I'll give them that. I don't, Are these 2.0 pegs, maybe? Maybe that's what it is? Hold the phone. I'll pop the zombies off. Ah, there might be 2.0 pegs. Might be 2.0 pegs. Here's a zombie foot. Here's this. No, they're about the same. Maybe a little smaller? I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell. But it's very nice of them to give us extra ankle joints. In case something breaks or what have you. Something gets too loose. They can't stand. That's a very nice gesture. And so you get a pair for not just the ghost, but also the zombie. Here's the other pair. That one's getting lost over here. Here's the other pair. And that's your lot. For accessories that were off camera. Of course, you saw the undead foot there. Here is my pop and swap for the zombie. Now, all I did was I took a Barbarian Legion Builder, a Deluxe Barbarian Legion Builder, which I think you could still get plenty of from the horse's mouth, literally, store Horsemen. And, I mean, you can wait until I get more of these so I can do my pops and swaps. I'd appreciate that, especially since some of you guys are hoarders and have bins of these things, but I am not one of those people. I just happen to have a Barbarian Builder handy, and I did the pop and swap, and guess what, folks? Guess what? Unlike Poxus, that cheeky bastard, these guys have the 1.0 pig on the forearms. Hallelujah, happy days, everything in between. That is such a quality of life change. I am so glad that they did that. And I can't sing their praises enough. That just makes my life easier. I didn't even have to heat these suckers to get them on. They're just on there. Look at this ugly looking bastard. Holy cow. His jaw's falling off. He's missing an eye. He's got an axe. He's got the bone cleaver from Terpiculi, because I didn't know where else to put that. And then we got this giant sword on his back. I'm going to have like 3 or 4 of these when all is said and done. Stay tuned to my Instagram for a pop and swap video on that. I'll be sure to do that at some point. Something I want to do. But taking a closer look at our spooky ghost. Now, I do believe he glows in the dark like Blue Hagnon. I'm not going to show that in this video just because you've seen it already in my Hagnon video. So, if you want to see how this glows, check that out. At least I hope it still glows. That would suck if it didn't. It'd just be like that blue Jacob Marley. But, at any rate, he does have the little smokies coming out of his eyes. He's got no jaw, too. Like, this is a skull with no jaw. I thought I was missing a piece at first, but thankfully, Mr. Brian, a.k.a. my dad, a.k.a. the old man, was able to point out that this thicker flame piece is the jaw for this head. So I'm curious if you could put Hagnon's skull head on here and do the same thing. I don't think this head is missing the tooth. I think this is the Skeleton Legion Builder 2 skull without the jaw. So, you know, do what you will with that. But as far as articulation goes, this head is pretty much just going to swivel with this flame on here. Shoulders will move up, back and forth, single jointed elbow. Pretty good range out of that for a single joint. Bicep swivel, swivel at the gauntlet, swivel at the wrist with the up and down hinge on the weapon hands, because they do give you those too. Torso will bend this far forward, this far back, pretty much just straightens out. Hips will kick forward and back, out, back down. They do actually have thigh swivel on these guys. I did not anticipate that they were going to have that. I will say this hip's a little bit looser than this one, but once you work them, they're both pretty much the same. It's got a single knee. I will say the ghost parts are a little looser than the zombie parts. I think that's because they're clear, so keep that in mind. And then he does have a hinge in the foot here with a rocker and the swivel there. Said he's got peg holes at the bottom of the feet if you want to throw him on a stand. Chances are the ghost guys are probably going to go on flight stands or something like that at some point. I think that'd look pretty cool. I think it would look pretty cool if you had like a helmeted head with the flames like flying out behind it. I think that'd look pretty sick. Like the Gorgo Aetherblade Vorgus Vermilius style helmet. Voice crack with excitement there. Just the thought of that idea made my I don't know, my innards revert back to their prepubescent state. Because deep down, I am a child, right? I think we all are. So, with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is our Spooky Ghost build from the Undead Builder Kit alongside the only other Undead builders we have that aren't, you know, a couple years old. We have the Skeleton Legion Builder 2, which, good luck getting a hold of that guy. I already talked about that in the Tuberculi, whatever you want to call it, video from yesterday. I guess you could also count him as a builder too, but these are more basic, you know, humanoid builders. That said, we also have the Undead of Vikenfell. Another tomato, potato situation there. But as you can see, you know, being a 1.0, it's a little bulkier than the Undead of Vikenfell, but pretty much on the same page as the Skeleton Legion Builder 2. Getting them out of here. So we're going to bring in our two regulars, Brother Mandibulus. I don't know if he'll be leading ghosts in the battle, probably more like those Viking dudes. And we also have the infamous Incur 11 Spawn, and if we don't count the wispy flames on his head, towers over everyone. So with that being said, I'm gonna wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and I'm gonna be honest with you in saying that while I was already looking forward to this pack, I have to say that the 1.0 peg on the forearm, being the quality of life change that it is, makes this set all that much better, because popping and swapping with these is so easy now that we don't have to worry about pulling a Ghostbusters and crossing the streams and finding 2.0 gauntlets for 2.0 pegs that are no longer there. It feels like the Horsemen listened to the fans after the, I'm not going to say backlash from the Poxus arms having the 2.0 pegs, but just the inconvenience of 2.0 pegs in general. Like, they're thinner than the 1.0 pegs, they're more fragile because of that. It's just a pain in the butt to pop the gauntlets off and swap them and all that. So it's nice to see that the Horsemen made this quality of life change. That way we can pick up another 1.0 figure and pop and swap to our heart's content, which is the idea behind this builder kit in the first place. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.